What is up, everybody? I am Mumphy. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new, thank you for joining. Today, I've got a pretty cool video. I'm here with the guys at Screen ProTech, the makers of the dash and nav screen protection films. They've invited me out to do a new install on a new product that they're bringing out, and that's the door pillars. Stay tuned. All right, here's the cool thing about protecting these pillars here. I know that they are vinyl. Some people look to remove these from their Tacomas, but if you're looking to keep them on, if you like the look and want to keep them protected, because vinyl scratches really bad. I've had a couple of scratches when I was out on the trail last year. You know, after you clean it up, who likes seeing scratches all over their truck? So they've come up with a solution to try and fix the scratches on the door pillars. Here I'm going to be showing you guys how to install them here at Screen ProTech. Let's get into it. All right, guys, what I got here is the Screen ProTech door pillar protection kit. It comes in the tube like you've seen with the dash protection. So we're going to open this up and I'll show you what's inside. All right, guys, here's what I got. I got the tube here from Screen ProTech. Let me flip that around for you guys. We're going to open this up, and here's what comes in the kit. You get a microfiber towel, and inside that microfiber towel comes a little squeegee. Comes with a bottle with some soap in there, so we'll be adding water to this bottle. And then as we dig out the rest of the tube, we have our door pillar kit, along with some our Screen ProTech information here. But here's the kit. You have one driver's side and one passenger side. Now, we'll get into the install. One other thing you're going to want to get is some rubbing alcohol and a microfiber towel. Mine's was obviously pretty dirty. It's kind of salty currently right now in Utah, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this off so we have a clean surface to work with. The other thing you'll want to do is get underneath the weather stripping, because this vinyl is going to go underneath the weather stripping. All right, we did a little bit on top and on bottom, so we should be ready to go once this is dry. All right, now that we've cleaned off our pillars, both the front door and the rear door, you'll notice that the front door has a thicker area than the rear door. So that will also help you understand which vinyl we're going to put on. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take our squeegee and wrap it in our microfiber towel. Now that we've filled up the bottle with our solution, we're going to go ahead and spray down the front door. And we'll open it so that way it'll be easy for us to adhere our protection. Like the interior screen protection, you're going to want to spray down the back of your vinyl piece, and then it's got a notch on the top and on the bottom which will help you align the edges. So we'll go ahead and just kind of lay that down, and we will line this up. So that we have equal space. On this edge here, because you'll want an equal edge, because this is going to eventually wrap around the corner. So we'll go ahead, we'll make sure this is aligned. And then what we'll do is we'll hold our thumb down and start from the middle and press up. because we're going to be pushing all of our solution out. And now that we have our top set, we'll be able to pull down on the vinyl and align it with the base down here at the bottom. Now that we've got that aligned, now we can start pushing out our solution and getting this vinyl laid down. And having your squeegee wrapped in the microfiber towel will actually help absorb the water as you're pushing it out, or your solution. Now that we have our edge here, we're going to leave this for the end, and we're going to work on rolling this towards the window. So what you'll want to do is you want to work your finger up underneath the weather stripping, and we'll start in the middle, and we're going to take our squeegee and roll it into the window well. And we'll just work our way up the top. Make sure you're pulling the weather stripping back and just making sure that you work your air bubbles out. Now we'll work our way down from the center again and just rolling it from the edge towards the inside of the windows. All right, and just like that, we've got our protection on the door sill. All right, now that we've got the front door just about done, we haven't rolled the edge just yet. We're gonna let some time go so that it has time to dry. That film has time to dry. So now we'll work on our passenger door. So once again, take your solution, spritz that down. We'll take our film, make sure we spritz the back of it. And then once again, there are a couple of tiny notches to help indicate where you need to line it up on the door. So start at the top, just kind of work our way down, just to make sure that we have a proper edge, and making sure that we leave a nice gap on the side so we're able to wrap it in and seal this up completely. So once again, we'll take our thumb, put it right towards the top, and then we'll press up. And that just helps us to lock this in so we can do all of our minor adjustments further down. So we'll line up the bottom again and make sure that we've got enough to play with on the side here. Now we can start working our way down, pushing out all the air bubbles and our solution. Then we'll work on the window crease. And once again, we're going to take our finger and just work our way to peel back the weather stripping, and then we're going to roll from the edge into the window well. And we're just going to take our time, which is always the best when installing these. Just take your time, make sure you're pushing out all of those air bubbles. And just making sure that that just seats the way we need it to. All right, And once again, we're just leaving enough of an edge here so that way we can roll it over. And what that'll do is it actually helps when you're taking it through a car wash or something like that, that it won't peel this off of your truck. All right, let's get the edge on the driver door rolled over. All right, now that we've got the rear door panel on, we're able now to kind of roll this edge. And what you're going to want to do is want to make sure that you have a good seal on this corner before just folding it over the entire way. So we're going to take our thumb and we're just going to press down on the corner all the way up, and we're just going to work our way up and down so that way we have a good seal, wrapping this around before we actually push it all the way down. You want to make sure that you don't have any air pockets, and you want a good seal on this film so that way it stays. And then we'll just do a quick run down on the side here just to finalize that up. And now you can see on the edge we've got a pretty good seal on there. Now we can do the rear door. All right, now some of the keys to take into consideration when you're putting this on, especially working around this corner, is we're letting this dry. So that way we're able to come in and just run our fingernail around the edge to try and push it in between this weather stripping. Now this weather stripping is a little bit challenging to try and work the film through the crease so that way we have a good seal. So we're going to make sure that we come down the corner just like we did on the front doors, and then we're going to slowly just try and work our way to wrapping the film around the edge here. And if you can pull back your weather stripping, the better. And one thing that we've noticed is the sealant can sometimes come right to the edge on this weather stripping. So the rear doors are a little bit more challenging than the front doors. So keep that in mind. Just take your time, work your way up the door or down the door, pulling the weather stripping away and making sure that you got that wrapped around the corner really well. Because once this is on, it will stay on and adhere really, really well. And if you have the interior Screen ProTech protection film, you know how well that those hold up. So we'll just go through, we've got that around. Now we're just working down the edge here, making sure we've got all those bubbles out and we've got a good seal. All right, and that's basically the install. For 4 doors, you get a nice protection over the door sill or the door vinyls that are currently on here. I know this isn't necessarily for everybody, but for those that are looking for a solution to keep these pristine in pretty good condition, mine were actually pretty scratched up. I've got before and after photos coming up. So yeah, this is really good stuff. It's also self-healing, which is really nice. So even if you do get a scratch on it, over time it'll actually heal itself back up and really limit how it shows scratches. One more way to protect your truck when you're out on the trails and gaining those pinstripes. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap up this install. I want to thank Screen ProTech for having me out to showcase these film overlays for the doors. Just a couple of quick things. When you're installing these, make sure that you are not in direct sunlight. It's preferred that you do it either in a garage where you have some very decent temperatures. The other thing is, after you've got them installed, you're going to want to wait at least 3 days. Maybe give yourself 3 to 5 days after you install these before you actually take it through a car wash and pressure wash and all stuff. You want to make sure that they adhere and cure properly before you do anything like that. So anyway, thanks for joining me on this video. If you guys like the video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and as always, if you have any questions, leave it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is it something that you're interested in? Are you thinking about doing more protection on your truck? Let me know, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.